President Muhammadu Buhari will today embark on his first visit to Imo State, Nigeria, and his second to the Southeast geopolitical zone since he assumed office over 6 years ago. Ahead of his visit, the Imo State Government has pulled out all the stops to make his visit a memorable one. It has also warned any group, and in particular, the outlawed secessionist Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, against fomenting trouble. IPOB had issued a sit-at-home order to residents in the state in protest over the continued detention and trial of its leader, Nnamdi Kanu. It is also protesting against the crackdown on its members and militarization of the Southeast. However, the Imo State Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Declan Emelumba, has called on residents to ignore the sit-at-home order and come out en masse to welcome the president. On Wednesday, the state government also sealed off some banks for shutting down their premises in compliance with the sit-at-home order issued by IPOB. Arise correspondent Jemima Boloko speaks with residents of the capital, Owerri, on these developments. Here is our report.
President Muhammadu Buhari is visiting Imo State to inaugurate some infrastructure projects executed by Imo State Government. But his visit is causing apprehension in the capital, Owerri, as residents are unsure of developments due to recent separatist agitations in the region that have become violent.
Well, actually, for me, I see it as a developing process, having seen the president of Nigeria to visit Imo State for a long time now. I think it's a welcome development.
It's quite unfortunate after so many years he decided to come to Imo at this point. However, we will appreciate his coming. But he should know that he's entering the southeastern states of the country, Nigeria. There are pertinent problems that people are facing here. Under his watch as the president, we have recorded high rate of insecurity, which I would say he's not doing well. I think if you ask me how I will have rated him, I would say he has failed in all ramifications as a leader.
The visit of Mr. President Muhammad Buhari to Imo State tomorrow, I think is a welcome development because for quite long now he has not been coming to Imo State, and I think there must be a good mission that he is coming, and I think before he leaves tomorrow, Imo State people will feel the impact.
Separatist group, the Indigenous People of Biafra, are not making things easier. They have now issued a sit-at-home order during Buhari's visit to protest the federal government's crackdown on agitations and insecurity in the southeast region.
As people are saying that our president is coming to visit Imo State, and the governor is saying that everybody should come out so that we can welcome him. Another side of it, some people are saying that everybody should sit at home. So we, the people of Imo State, we are very, very confused. We don't know what to do as it stands for now. Well, for me, as an individual, I think for now, I'm a Nigerian, despite I'm an Igbo man. And by virtue of the order given, and the government of Imo State have given a counter order to that effect. So I think the actual authority should prevail on this instance.
But the Imo State Commissioner for Information, Declan Emelumba, is asking citizens to disregard the IPOB's sit-at-home order, as security will be beefed up to protect everyone.
Effort has been spared to ensure that security is in top shape, and that there cannot be any security breach during the president's visit. And I like to make it clear that any group of persons or people who want to delude themselves that they can constitute a security nuisance during the president's visit, they'll be doing so at their own risk.
On Tuesday, the state government penalized some banks for obeying previous sit-at-home orders by IPOB.
The corporate organization is supposed to be the number one to take instructions by the government. I wonder why bank that is controlling everybody's money, taking all small charges. So I don't believe that any bank that we close doesn't know why we close.
Right behind me is the Imo State Government House here in Owerri, the state capital. President Muhammadu Buhari is set to commission 4 major projects in this capital. But with the threats from the paramilitary group IPOB, a sit-at-home protest, will it affect this visit to southeast Nigeria? Jemima Boloko, Arise News, Imo.
Well, joining us now to discuss President Buhari's visit to Imo State, his itinerary, and the measures put in place to keep troublemakers in check is Declan Emelumba, the Imo State Commissioner for Information and Strategy. Good morning, Declan, and welcome to the show, the morning show.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Yes, it's good to have you here. Well, is the visit of the president still going to take place, considering the fact that Buharis and IPOB are on 2 sides of the fence with regard to this? So Buharis says this will be a great development and a great opportunity for the Southeast in general. IPOB has ordered that people should sit at home. The state government is on the side of Buharis and you know how these things work. For security reasons, last minute, the security agencies could advise the president to stay away. So what is the latest that you have? Is the president already on his way to Imo State? And what's the level of security with the Inspector General of Police boasting that security arrangements are perfect and that maximum efforts will be made to make sure that the visit takes place and that any troublemaker will be dealt with ruthlessly? That's the word of the IGP. What's the situation as of this morning?
Well, thank you very much. As we talk, His Excellency, the Governor of Imo State, distinguished Senator Hope Uzodimma, is already at the airport awaiting the arrival of the president with very top Igbo leaders who are from all parts of the southeast who have come to welcome Mr. President. So that is to say that the president, His Excellency, the President Muhammadu Buhari will be arriving in Imo State on schedule. He will be here by 9 o'clock and he will commence from there to go and commission the project. So arrangements are on and security is very, very tight, a very excellent arrangement. We don't foresee any form of breach of security. We believe, and we have very good reasons to do so, that the visit will be hitch-free to be successful.
Well, that's good to hear, because insecurity is one of the points being raised by those protesting and in the form of a stay-at-home order. Now, my question is that insecurity, allegations of brutality and over-militarization have been alleged by IPOB, hence that stay-at-home order. Will those issues be addressed at all at the state level or by the federal government?
Well, the question of these allegations, they are neither here nor there, because when you have a situation where there was almost a total breakdown of law and order in the southeast and in Imo State, and the security of lives and property of Imo people was at stake. You know, that was the main issue, and the government had a responsibility to move in to protect lives and property of Imo people. There was almost a breakdown of law and order, you know, the name of the so-called unknown gunmen, a situation where people went and forcefully broke the correctional facility, you know, and released over 1,800 and something inmates from the prison. It was like becoming like nobody was in charge. So government had to move in, and when government moves in, of course, you have to move in with the available security operatives and agencies, including the military. So it's not like anybody just came out from nowhere and decided to militarize the place or not militarize the place. The situation was dire, and it needed very, very serious measures to checkmate it. And I'm happy that today the situation is under control. So if those measures were not taken, we probably would be singing a different song today. So I think that it's important to appreciate where we are coming from and why the measures taken were taken, and the result it has yielded. If people appreciate that, I don't think anybody will be talking about militarizing or not militarizing anywhere. Soldiers or security agencies were not just called out just to come and start harassing people. The situation called for it, and it was important that it was addressed, and I'm happy we addressed it successfully.
So what I'm getting on ground is that things are tensed. Everywhere, security tight. Are people moving around their normal daily duty? You know, because a visit like this is supposed to be something where people can still move around and do their normal business, or is the state on lockdown?
No, certainly not. If you ask your correspondents here, they tell you they have been moving around themselves. People are moving around their normal businesses, and there is nothing like that. But once the president lands, you know, of course, there will be restriction of movement in some areas, particularly the areas he's going to commission the projects. So, but right now, everybody is moving. Like I said, the security agencies have ensured that there is adequate security. Nobody moving about his normal, legitimate business will be harassed. But those who want to foment trouble will be amazed at the speed at which they will be dealt with, you know, very precisely for that matter. So if you beam your cameras on where it's capital now, you see that everywhere is normal. People are moving about their normal businesses as of now.
Okay, Declan, we have an idea of the president's itinerary. Is he coming to commission boreholes or electric poles or roads? You know, we would like to have an idea, you know, and how significant this visit is. And if you can also address the question of whether or not the plight, the travails of Nnamdi Kanu, leader of IPOB, is on the table.
Okay, thank you very much, Ruben. And I want to say that, first of all, the president is coming to commission very strategic projects, very important projects. The first project he will commission is the Naze Ihiagwa Nekede Obinze, the link road. That road houses two federal institutions, namely the Federal University of Technology in Ihiagwa and the Federal Polytechnic in Nekede. These are two major federal institutions, and the road has been in total disrespect for almost 20 years now. It was completely abandoned, and it was taken over by gullies, not even potholes, and it became a death trap for both the students and residents and staffers of these institutions. So this government has been able to fix that road, and for us it's very important because it's an important road that links two federal institutions, like as I said, and a lot of economic activities and other activities go on there. So abandoning the road for as long as it was abandoned was a big minus for the state. So that is one of the roads the president will commission. Although I must say that it is phase one because it's a long road, so the phase two, which will be completed before December, will also be commissioned when it's completed. And from there, the president will go on to commission a balloon-driven technology underground tunnel that is designed to take flood water from the flood-prone areas of Owerri capital. Those who know Owerri will tell you that it has been prone to perennial flooding since its creation. And subsequent governments have not addressed this, but this government, being a visionary government, took time and addressed it. This tunnel is about 3 kilometers long, and it has about 92 manholes, and it cost the state government over 2 billion naira to get it done. And this is not the kind of high-rise building where you build and people will be clapping for you, but because the government wants to restore real economic life to the state, because most of the streets where this flood will be taken away from were hitherto so overflooded that buildings were sacked and real estate suffered greatly. So this to us is a very, very major achievement. The president will commission this balloon-driven technology, and that will bring a lot of relief to Imo residents living around Lekwebere axis, Chukwumawon, Relief Market, MCC Urata Road, and so, other areas where this flood used to practically overrun businesses and buildings. Then after that, it will commission the Ebada Bypass Road. Ebada Bypass Road is a road that connects Onitsha Road and Olu Road. Now, the idea is that those coming from Onitsha, Mbidi axis to maybe they're going to Olu also, instead of going to increase traffic load within the metropolis, they now bypass the city center and then get to Olu Road and go to Akwakum and so on. And those coming from Olu going to Onitsha will do same and then go to Onitsha and leave the city. So that helps to ease traffic within the city center. Then the last project we commission is an modern executive council chambers, which was built by this government. Hitherto, what we had was a moribund, antiquated executive chambers built over 40 years ago. And it wasn't conducive for governance, taking decisions. And you know, the executive council is where every decision about government is taken. So this government has constructed an ultra-modern executive chambers that meets world standards with all the technology, communication technology that is required. So the president will commission that, and we think that it's also very important that at least the seat of government where decisions are taken is made conducive for that purpose. After that, I must add that he will hold a closed-door meeting with all the leaders from the Southeast. As I'm talking to you, everybody who is who in the Southeast is in Imo State. They have gone to the airport to welcome Mr. President Ebutukiwe, Ikenwachuku, Pius Anya, former governors, ministers, everybody who is who. Yes.
You mean
yes.
Pius Anya?
Everybody who is who is.
Well,
you said Pius Anya. I said you mean Ayem Pius Anyam.
Yes.
Or you mean Professor Anya O Anya?
Professor Anya.
All of the above.
Yes.
Well, we're running out of time, but I'm sure
all of them are here.
All of the above, right. I'm sure we'd all give anything to be a fly on the wall at that closed-door meeting. But can you take us through perhaps what's on the agenda?
So, yeah, that's what I was just going to... Yes, because he asked all the challenges the South is facing right now will be addressed. And at any rate, Ohanes Ndibo worldwide, the President General is also there, who will table the position of the Igbo leaders before Mr. President. So that is an opportunity to discuss everything concerning Southeast. And we believe that dialogue is always the best solution to anything. It can never achieve anything by violence. So those who believe that violence can achieve something, I would like them to show us evidence of the one success violence has recorded in terms of interests of the community or state or people. So we believe that dialogue is the best way. And this is an opportunity for all the Southeast leaders who are gathered in Imo right now to talk with Mr. President face to face and say, Mr. President, you're welcome. This is these are our challenges, and they discuss it. So I think that is likely to be. I am not going to be in that meeting, but I know that is likely to be an opportunity to discuss with Mr. President, and also thank him for what he has done for the Southeast, because a lot of people don't also appreciate that he has almost completed the second Niger Bridge. It's something that Southeast should be grateful to him, and other things that he has been able to do for the Southeast.
All right. Thank you so much for your time, Commissioner. Really appreciate you.